Okay, I'm not really sure where we're going to start. Let's start on something simple. Earth and Mars are the only two planets in the English language where apparently they do not spell it with the letter U. Mars and Earth. There are 7 other planets that they do and 2 planets that they don't. 7 and 2. The difference is 4. Why? Because the 5th planet is in between that turns. I'm assuming that 3 is 1 point in the center that turns around 4. 4 corners, 3 turns around it, creating 360 degrees. If we would only go 3, we would have to have a flat back. We have a flat back, we point the point at you, we get a flat back to 3. Here's 3. This side, and this side. Well, then there's this side and this side. So this side and this side is 2. This side and this side is 3, 4. What about this side and this side? See, they come, it's, even though you don't want, there's 6 sides, even to a pencil. So this is your 3. Turning around your 4. You see the thing in the center? Not even taking place. In the center, not even touching the corners. Not even touching the corners. Simple. In hockey, they say 6-6-6 because in hockey, when you play halftime in hockey, in a period, it's 10 minutes. When you play halftime in the game, it's 30 minutes. Therefore, halftime is 30 minutes. 30 minutes is halftime of a clock. But 10 minutes is not halftime of a clock, it's 1/6. So 1/6, knowing a hockey period is 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, you will get 6-6. And the halfway in the point in a hockey game, 6. 6-6-6. The first half of the game, 6-6-6. The second half of the game, 2-4-6 total. The total of the game equaling to 6 and 6 because 0 equals the totality of the 3 periods. 0 equals 6 and 0 or 0-6 equal 2 numbers. The first half and the second half and the totality. If you get a penalty in hockey, it's 2 minutes. A 2-minute penalty is 1/10, 10-10 of the game, of the period. 2 minutes is 1/10. But 2 minutes and 60 minutes is 1/30th of the game. 30 is creation of 2. 30 and 2, 32. Plus 6, because 0 equals 6 equals 36. Creation plus 2 is 36 and 2. 38, the church, under the hard hat. 7 times 2, 7 plus 2 will equal 14 and 9, 23. 14 and 9. 3 times 5 is 15. 14, 15. And 8. 8 and 9, H and I, fit together. 8 is 1 away from 7, and 9 is 1 away from 10. The 2 worlds, 8 and 9. They come together in one letter because they're joined. Since they're 1 away, you put it in between, and they join both worlds. 3, 5, 15 and 8 equals 23, equals to 23. These numbers will equal to 23. Uranus and Venus. Uranus in the 147, 7 months of 31 days. 31 is the red eye in the sky, the AC energy. 5 is actually a resemblance of 1 and 4 because around 1, 360 degrees is the 90 birth compared to the 120 birth, which happens in hockey. Because in hockey, once 60 minutes are over, you played 120, 60 for each team. When you play hockey and get a 2-minute penalty, it's actually 2 minutes and 120 minutes, equaling to 55, double nickel. Is that what it is? 2 minutes in 120. Excuse me, it's not 55. 2 minutes is 60. So 2 minutes in a game. The word owl, W-O, church, 38. And 12, L, 27, red. 35, electric company. 15, 38, 48, 60. E or 3. A, E, and O, which is also an owl representation. A is 1, E is 5, O is 15. A and E, 1 and 5 equals 6 and 15 equals U, 21. The first, the fifth, and the sixth, 1, 5, and 6. 1, 5, and 6, automatically 6 is now the letter O. The vowel in the F family is the O. And that represents the bones in the water. A and B is a representation of 9 and 8. The same letter comes back to 77. The same number reversed goes to 10, 10. So they're in the center world. Split worlds. I know it's hard to read it off of this. I might make my screen a little bit darker. See if I can get a little bit more light in here. Yeah, is it good like this? Or is there something really not good with the light, eh? I'm going to have to fix this one day. So I'm just going to try and read it off myself. And then I'm going to show it to you. I showed this in the last video. 10 to the left is 7. 10 to the left is 8. And 10 to the left is 9. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. This is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 from 10. Instead of saying 7 minus 3, we're going 10 minus 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, ABC. 10 equals to 16, plus 7 equals number 23. 23. 10 equals to 16 and 8, 24. 10 and 9, 16 and 9 is 25. 23, 24, 25. 47 is time. 23 is the cat. 23 is creation of Venus. Why? Because Venus splits apart. She adds 2 over to 2. Remember, every even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, is already a 2. If it's to the left or to the right, it'll either get another 2, or if it's to the right, it'll get a 2, 2. Why will it get a 2, 2? It gets a doll. A doll is a 2, 2. This is what happens. We're going this way. Since we're going this way, we take number 2 and we put 1, 2 over here to make it a 4, because they each start as 4, right? Second level is 2 times. Third level is 4 times. 2 times, 4 times, if you want to look at that way. Plus 1 for the center. So anyways, this is the way it goes. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. Now they're both 4. But this goes in this direction. So this 2 goes into here. It's like if you're breathing the air, and the air from here goes into here, you're breathing this air. So the air she gives to here is 2, and when it comes into you, it's 4. Because your air and the air that comes in. Because there's the cap, the top part, and the bottom part. The air that comes out of you, 2 and 2, is 4. But there's 2 coming out of you, 2 the value of what it is, and 4 that went into here. 4 plus 2, 2 plus 2. 4 and 2 is 6. 6 and 2 is 8. We're going to come back into here. 48 is space. 49 is the gateway, okay, of green, which is the 6. However you want to be represented in 6, which is the spirit of 76. The spirit of 76 is the light within the head and the tail, because 6 and 1 is the only way to get the light. 7 equals 0, 7. 0 equals to number 6 or number 15. 10, 0 is equal to 1 and 15. 1 and 15 equals to 120. Because adding 1 to 15 is equal to 120. Then add up to 16, because once you get there, the light comes in, equals to 136, the letter P. 613, touchdown. So we did these numbers over here. 24, 25 is 49. 25, 23 is 48, the space. 23, 24. 4 by 7 is 28, the moon days. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 is the 2 sides. 2 sides. We don't need this side because it's coming down into my body. I just need this side. This side and this side. This is my body. I don't need this side. That's the side that's coming down. 2, 4, 6. I'm breathing it in. So you get these 3 numbers. The average, okay, is 444 equals to 3. 888 is 24 equals to 6 equals 36 creation. 120 and 7, 8, and 9. 144. 414. 5 and 4 equaling to the sun. 17, 18, and 19. I'm gonna try to explain the next one. I shouldn't have used this pen. So now we use this number. Now I went, the first one is 16 plus 7 equals 23. 24, and 25 is what created. Now we must add 60 to all of these, because when we say a number that's under 10, okay, it's only got one position. If we say a number under 10, we created two houses. We automatically must have two divided houses. We're missing another set of numbers. When we say 0 to 10, you're actually, okay, talking about multiple levels. What did it take? We have two houses. How did you get to 1? 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 and 4 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. That's how we got to 10. Two different houses. So every time we see a 0, we add a 6 into the position. Although its position, it's the value of 1.5, because you connected two houses together. My head is to your, my nose and your nose are upside down from each other. This is the fin. This is the shark fin. And it's the hook. I breathe in my air. Am I breathing it from down here? I have to go on the floor and get my air. Or am I just, it's just coming from up here. So now we add 60 onto 23, 24, and 25. We end up with 83. The church, which is 3 by 8, 24. And 3 by 12, 120 degrees, which is the pyramid. The pyramid, 120 degrees. Oh, how many sides are we getting from? Here's the pyramid, 120 degrees. 4 times 90, that's when we're playing within the cube. Or 3 by 12, which is the clock, which is the way I see the clock, or the pyramid, which is your nose. So we end up with 85. That's the silver matrix. So whatever we understand is the silver fish of matrix, that's what it is. It creates the, it is a receiver of the AC energy inside the blue hot world. Because the representation of fire, sorry, I should have said fire, okay, or fier, or to be happy. But the representation of fire is inside the number 40, and blue is inside the number 40, in which, because they have zeros, they keep climbing levels, and 40 equals 46 equals 10, 4 and 6 is east-west, and it's rotation for all life around the one beam that comes in, the one shaft that Moses was hanging on to. So at the same time, I'm going to bring these numbers back in somewhere else. That in the playing cards, when you add up 1 to 9, we have to remove the ace, the deuce, and the 3. The 2 and the 3 stay separate, okay? Because the 2 and the 3 are showing in the cards the upper and lower center world. Take them away. The ace, I'm not going to talk about it this time, because when we use the ace, I will use the ace in the 5 position, and I will use the 9 in the 5 position. They both run off the same clock. Therefore, I take the 9 from the 9th position and I put it over the heart of the clock, calling Chaldean numerology. The highest number is 8, because everything turns within inside of 8, which turns what's inside of 4, because the 4 corners of one world turn inside the other world. This is the inside world. When this world turns out, this 9 will be further away than this 6. Or will it? You understand? 2, 4, 6, 8 is the inner world. My points are over here. But 7, 9, 1, 3 are my points. 9 and 7 is actually 20. 9 minus 2 and 7, 0. 2 and 0. 0, 2 will be 62. 62, 26 is the queen. It also stands for Hoover Dam. So anyways, let me get back to this. The total of those numbers were 255 or 525, which represents 10 and 7, which is 67 and 16 is 83, and we're back to the church again. It also represents a time during the day, which is 175 minutes, and that is the spirit within the G&E, within the gateway energy that comes through this number that I've talked about, comes through the moon, because those are the numbers its representation. 17, 18, 19 is now 51 Mars, 54 the sun, and 57 the moon. So this is the way they put these three together. Now Mars stands for number 51, which is the vibration between the ring of the moon, 2, 3, and 4, equaling to a 10-10 world with 8, 7, and 6. 8, 7, and 6 equaling to 21. 21 is the cube. The cube fits within inside the moon, just because these numbers say so. At the same time, we also have to understand that when we talk about the letter H, we have to understand that it's the queen. Why is the queen H? Because if you take a deck of playing cards, here's the king of diamonds. Oh, look at that. I might be able to do this. I think this is a brand new deck. Should get someone here. Okay, this is going to be easier than I thought. Okay, here's the cards. We're going to pick one card. Here's the king. The king is 77. Why is the king 77? I'm going to show you why the king is 77 right now. There is missing a card out of this. I'm not sure where it is. Okay, will you take it from me? I'll tell you the truth. This card over here, hold on a second. Okay, this card over here has 2 eyes. This is 1 eye, it's 3 eyes. This is 2 eyes, is 5. The other king has 2 eyes equaling to 7. Now there's 2 sides equaling to 7 and 7. 14 eyes. The jack. The jack. Now I only have 2 of them, and it so happens I have the 1-eyed jack. Both looking the same way. One is holding what looks like a noose, but if you see the 2 sides, it turns. It shows you the diamond in the center, and this can turn. It also shows a noose, 2 sides of the noose. Jack has 1 and 1 eye. The diamond jack has 2 eyes. And he goes both ways. That's right. Diamond jack is a homosexual. The spade is 1. The heart is 1. The black club is 2. And the red diamond is 2. They each have 3 red eyes and 3 black eyes equaling to 6. 2 sides equals to 66. 33, 66. So if you want to know where 33 comes from and 66, and all the cards are the same. Same thing. The red kings have 3 and 3 eyes equaling to 6. The black kings have 4 and 4 equaling to 8. Space. Now the queens are special because all the queens have all their eyes. 4 and 4 for the black equaling to 8. 4 and 4 for the red equaling to queens equal 88. They are the doorway. They are the gateway. They are everything. But they are not the passage, because the passage is in the eye of the king. So now if we put together these suits and understanding the electrical and computer codes that are on them, although these cards are thousands of years old, they are computer codes. You see the X that comes in one side? You see the way the band comes together, linking the 2 sides? The way the 2 bands over here, these 2 black parts, I don't know how it all works. Then the flower. They all possess a flower. They have 4 flowers and 4 flowers. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. They have 8 flowers for the queens. 4 cards times 2 is 8. 4 cards times 1 is 4. 2 sides, 8 flowers. She's showing you in the center of her chin, showing you where her chin is, showing you where the chin is, showing of where the chins are. What's on the chin? The way the mustache is, the way the hair is turned up, or the way there's only 1 curl inside the hair? Is it going E, 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 or D, 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 D? Inside the cap, which these cards should be upside down, or rotation, the movie camera right over here, inside the heart. See the way this is over here? This is the DVD marker. Well, I can say whatever I want, but if I continue on and keep proving my point, to the point that the reality is they are the truth. You see the way these 2 are over here? These are different gears. This one turns here. Somehow this one turns here. I don't know how it works. If I find the right piece of equipment, I'll seem to understand. You see this over here? This is a spade. The end point of a spade. Why is it there? Does it have something to do with viscosity? Is something to do with the oil? Why is it red at the bottom? Why is it black at the top? Where else does it belong? The total eyes is 14. The total I's is 16. The total I's is 14, and the total I's is 12. 876. The number of the vibration of 876 is inside 234. 2 and 5 is missing. That is your only 7. This is your 7. The 5 is missing for your 7, but 876 is not missing. Where does that come from? It comes from the 9, 5, and 9. And I really want to show this. I want to really show this. I need this to show. So we're going to do this together. Hold on a second. We're going to come over here. (10:26). If we look at the time of 10:26, that is 626 minutes. It doesn't matter if I show you this or if I show you this. The reason for showing you that, I'm going to try and go back a couple of pages, is because of this system. This is the moon. This is your 3, 4, 7, 6 in the moon. This is everything that rotates. This is everything around it. This is more or less the Monopoly game. But we only need to understand two sides. We don't need to understand any more than that. See the space in between, one corner and one quarter missing? This is the same thing. We're not talking about this. This is the moon. See the way the moon is in the center of all the streets? Why is it in the center? Because I need the circumference, diameter. This is one side, this is the other side. This is one side, this is the other side. This is above and below, and the moon fits right in here. Maybe we should keep the crown on the top, right? Keep the crown on the top. Maybe we'll color it in 2 pictures. Can you see the design it made inside of it? Maybe if I bring out some of the light. See what's funny? What does it look better like this or with my shadow? Cut out that light. See the inside? Now it can't move, whatever it is. These blocks could turn this. These 2 blocks will go down. These 2 blocks will go out. Will this move? Is there another one? Is this a row? Is something moving? Continuous moons. Whatever this is 3, 4, 7, and 6. Okay, when this is 3, what I'm trying to show you is this area over here. This area over here is now over here. That means the number to that area is over here. This area is 7. This area is 9. This area is 1. This area is 3. But wait a second. Let's do something different. Because this is down and we're up, we're going to take the 9 and change it to 1. And we're going to take the 7 and change it to 3. So all we see is 1, 3, 3, 1. That's all we see. 1, 3, 3, 1. 1, 3, 3, 1. 6 is the highest number. 9 minus 3, 9 minus 2, 8 minus 1. Because we need to stay on this side. This is our 3. This 3 comes together. This one goes over here. Okay. This 1 plays from here because it's the 1 dot inside here. So when they link these together, there's a hole over here. But let's not look at that. Let's look at it if you want. We can look at it over here. 3, 4. This is supposed to be 6. And this is supposed to be 7. 3, 4, 6, 7. Surrounding it is 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 8, 9. 14 and 14 is 28. 13 and 13 is 26. 11, 8 and 8 is 16. 6 and 6 is 12. 12, 16. This would be the queen. This would be the jack because of the number of eyes. Okay, at the same time, 12 and 16 is 28. Now we now have the moon, one side of the moon. 28 and 24 is 52. This is the connection of the piano, 28, 24, 52. And this side over here, it's 28 total. This equals to 80. This is your 80 equaling to your creation. Now you have to play inside right over here. If this is 80, this creates the hand of God. This is the way it becomes because I played each an individual number together. This is the fleur-de-lis. All we're connecting is this side to this side and then controlling it. We're just moving the puppet. We're just moving the puppet, the little tickler. These are the two sides. This is the fleur-de-lis and why the fleur-de-lis is found everywhere. Also represents the I, Yama. Inside the word L, which means she, is the I. And that happens to be represented in the moon. If I can show you in one of my other designs, I'm not sure where it is. So I just want to go back to where I was. So let me put this here. I didn't want to have a 25-minute video. I wanted to have a short video. I want to show you this little design. Where do you want to start? This is the coming into the game. Let's call this go. Okay, each one is a box. 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 boxes. We start from here. I go to 1, to 2, to 3, right? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 to restart again. Why do I need these? Okay, when I spoke to you before and I said the 4 corners are your 360 degrees, these create your half-life, is because we start from here. The energy starts from the center, so it knows it only can go 1 half-life. 1 half-life. There has to be a catcher and a receiver inside our minds. So this would create the G letter and 11. 6 and 6 will create 11, 11, 11. But it actually creates more because we have to transfer towards one more level. But I'd have to explain that some other way. Another thing I wanted to mention is you see this, the letter R. The letter R creates the chicken leg. It creates the weed. And at the same time, if you follow the lines, okay, it'll create a square and a pyramid within. This creates a pyramid within itself. These over here, the R will create a pyramid within itself. It shows it. It takes 4 parts to have a pyramid. These legs can go all around this R, and you'll create dozens of pyramids inside what is refreshing to know as the sign of light. Sign of light. You see this? It ties here's an X, ties here an X, and X creates an O. 24th letter is 48, and 15, 58, 63 creation. The same thing I wanted to come down over here. 5, 9, 9, 5. 1 equals to 10. 5 equals to 15. 95 and 15 equals to the same. 1, 5, and 9 play from the same position. Now you know why 1, 5, and 9 comes from the same position. 5 and 5 is 10. 9 and 1 is 10. I just used 1 and 5. 2, 3, 4 is in between. 7, 9, 9, 7. 7 minus 0. 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 equals to 2020. 2, 0, 0, 2. Mickey Mouse's 100th birthday, 2002. 9/11 ending coming up in the year 2002. 9/11 didn't happen in 2001. It happened in the year 2002, descending. You understand? We finished 2001 years. We were counting up into September. It happened on the 254th day, 254, 9/11. 6226 equals to 1026 at night. 1026 is 622 minutes equals to transmission. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6. 8 and 8, Hoover Dam. 48, space, plus 14. 6 times 8, 6 plus 8, 14 and 48 equals to the Queen. 48 equals to space. 47 equals to time. Time and space equals to the Spirit. SPIRT. If you want to take into account Jack, Queen, King, what is Jack, Queen, King? Well, here's the K. Here's the Jack. The center line over here. And this side of the cube creates the Jack. Here's your Jack hook. You do the Jack hook upside down. You do the Jack hook always because we're hooking up the Jacks. 11 is the side over here, and the side over here, that is your Jack. He's the 11th card, but the 11th card, but the 11th letter is the K. It is the King. King hooks up the AC energy. So we know by drawing the King And connecting these, we connect the AC energy, and now the light can come in. Once the light comes in, it comes down here and up this way. Down this way and up this way, creating your jack. Your queen is in the center, and it's a distribution. It takes it from the center over here, and it puts one line on a 45-degree angle equaling to your 12. Creation, 3 times 12 is 360 degrees. In your creation, coming from the center, you go right into the bottom. The bottom over here, the king is 1, 1, 1. Why does it go 1, 1, 1? Because in order to draw this letter, okay, I'm obligated, okay, to use up 2 lines. If I use up 2 lines, I have a center heart. If I use up 3 lines, I no longer have the center heart. I now have a box and must go around that box. That box creates an area space value, telling me that I have to separate everything around it, and now the box becomes the heart of everything. So here's your Jack, Queen, King, and on your telephone, okay, JKL, if I remember correctly, I think that's on the 5 key. The 5 key is 5 by 3 is 15, minus 3 equals 12. 12 keys. 10, 11, 12, JKL. JKL, okay, J is the 10th letter. K is the 11th letter. L is the 12th letter. JKL is Jack, Queen, King. Actually, it's Jack, Queen, Queen. To go one more time, number 19, the S letter, or A and I, it's not really A and I because the 9, as over here found, that the 9 is inside the 5, okay, that we must move the 9 to the 5 position. So we stop at 18. Now, what's 18? It's 8 around 1. That's your 18. What's left? From 2 to 7. 2 and 7 is your 9. From your maximum, 1 to 8 is 9. Because this 9 plays from over here. Here's your bones connecting this together. Connect this together and this together. Do you remember the water buffaloes from the Flintstone? Well, take a look at those movies. You'll see that C and E, creation. Creation of MC, 13 and 3. MR, AC energy. RM, the rim. The rim, the key on the moon. 18 from the rim, and M, 13 from the rim equal to 31. The AC power is coming around from the rim or the ring. M minus, M plus. Plus or minus square root. So we understand how we get this here. And the 2, 2, 2, 2 is because 5 plus 9 minus. 5 plus 9 minus equals 2, 2, 2. This is the Venus center world. The Venus center world. To where the birth comes in and the rotation comes in time, 626. A $500 bill, a $100 bill, a $20 bill, a $5 bill, and a $1 bill in Monopoly. 1, 2, 6, because there is no $500 bill, it equals to 1, 2, 6, or 216, or 9 days of 24 hours, plus the 24 hours, equaling to the rotation of 1. The Canadians are going for their 25th Stanley Cup this year. That's 1566, equaling to Venus. The Canadians win the Stanley Cup this year. That's 25 hours. One of my calculations is 25 hours. 25 hours. 1,500 minutes equals 1566. 66 and 15 is area Mars. 66, okay, is the 2 sides of the book, the 2 worlds. It's also 11, 44, 77. It brings together the 3 worlds, 8, 8, 8, which equals to 6, 6, 6. Did you understand what I did here? I took 6 and 6 and brought it to the 7 world, the 10 world, and 13 worlds. The opposites of these numbers. 11 and 44 is 55. 55 and 72 is 132, the reverse of ABC. 886 equals to 384 days, which is part of the Hebrew leap year. 666, 888 is because when you play the game of craps, okay, the 888 is a reverse of 666. The 666 is 4 times 624. The 8 is 3 times, and 4 times is what DC is all about. So we came back over here, and we have Jack, Queen, King, 10, 17, and 11, 28, the moon, 27, 33, the ring around the moon, 3 and 3. Why? Because the Jack has 3 and 3 eyes, 3 eyes up, 3 eyes down. 27, 37, 38. The church. 3 by 8 is 24 and 11. 30, 39. 3 by 8 is 24. 35. Electric company. Earth and Jupiter. 16, 33, 43, 44. Space. K, L, K, L, M. 11, 12, 13. The L is now the Queen card, and it says she. The K is now the Jack card. MK, 13 and 11, 24. MK becomes the cat. They put the crown. It's more than one M. It's M and M, creating the crown, creating the rooster. If you want to call somebody a killer, it means what time is it? Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? It also says what island are you on? If you want to say, it also says bowling, and is a representation of the year 366 because the game of bowling is 300. It also talks about in the two different kinds, most sports and bowling, they'll either play 3 games for the qualifications, and then 4 games for the final, 3 and 4. One is valued as strikes. 3 strikes, you're out. And the other is valued at 4. 4 balls, you're on base. It also says at the same time, quelle. So when you put in the word quelle, it also says L, which means her. And quelle can also say the I. So when you're asking for the time, you're asking for an I. And kai, quelle, E-L-L-E, which says her, and then it says I, and also says Bélier. It also says Taurus and Capricorn inside of it. Inside this, it also says sitting by the dock of the bay, 4 and 3 and 15. A and E is the in-between 4, 3, 2. The 2 we don't have to know because 4 is 2 parts of 2. 2 is only in the center, and the value of all of Venus. All of Venus is worth 2. All of Alpha is worth 1. That's it. It's 2 2s, or it's 3 2s, or it's just 1. The 6 card shows where the light splits, the 6. This one also says the I, and Yama, the lamb. At the same time, it says Kai, which means a dock inside of French. Artificial intelligence. Where have we docked? We're sitting on the water. The ram, we sit on the water all our life inside of who we are. 62679. So we did those. Now there's one more. There's another number I wanted to show you. It was very important. We spoke about the hockey. I think it's also here. The same numbers, 9559. In 959, we have 4884. This is space. Instead of being on Earth, we're now on Mars and Neptune. No more Earth. Earth is now the AC energy that comes within us. We as bodies are called the bodies of Earth. That's who we are. We are metals. We are components in metals. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. How did I get these numbers? Let me get a pen and see which numbers go where. 4 and 3 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 3 and 4 is 7. 7, 7, 7. We now match the gateway. How do we match the gateway? With 11. 11 and 6 come together. 6 and 8 come together in the spirit of 76. The payoffs in the game of craps. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8 is 12 and 32, which is BC and AB. AB, BC. The total is 44, equaling to space. 88 is that space. 53 and 62 will create that. Electric company and Venus. Electric company inside of Venus. Why? Because we have to do it on this. One life. One life. We have to do it on this. 53 is 8. The reverse is 42, 6. 3 and 4 is 7. But 3 and 5 is 8. The opposite is 24. The cat that passes within inside our minds. 7227 and 7227 will equal 5447. Equals to 5445. Sorry. This is the sun. This will equal to 1881, which is the totality of this cube passing around. And what's in between this? 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 4 and 4 is 8. This After one turn, 7 and 7 is 14, becomes this. 5 and 5 is 10, becomes this. So 2 away from 1881 is this. 8 years forward, 10 years back. 6 years back or 5 years back is the elections. This becomes the sun. It doesn't create this, comes into this, creates your AC energy, creates your space. 3 and 4 is 7, 7, 6 and 1 and 5. 1 and 5, 15, 51. 15, 51, 6, 2, 2, 6, and this equals 77 inside the passage of birth. This runs the clock. It runs the clock of our time because 9 goes over to 5. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 becomes 16, becomes 7, becomes 8, 7, 7, 8. 8, 7, 7, 8 is 10, 10. 8, double this. 8, double this. 16, 1 and 6 is 7. 8. This is G and H. This is your gateway. This is where A meets G in the piano because we only go to 7 numbers. This 1881, okay, is now reverted to 7887. The same thing I just told you. Now we're going to do something else with this. See this? Double the 4 to 8. Double the 8 to 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Same thing. This will now create, this is the same thing, will now come out of the sun and reproduce this. This will create number 23 creation. Why did I do this? Because this became 10. Okay, we don't play from on the wing. We play from the side of the wing. We play from this side or this side. That's a space of in its own. It must turn within that space. It must turn within that space. It's not me. It's the way it is. So automatically I'm to the left of the right. This is my 0. If that's my 0, then what am I to the right with? It's got to be 6, Roman numeral. It's all V's. It's all V's, Roman numeral, the owl feet. So since that becomes a 0, 1, 10, it becomes 16 because you're one side or the other. And you're two sides. 5 on this side, 5 on this side, and 1 and 1. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, but you only pick one side, you only get 1. You pick both sides, you get 7. Because when the doorway opens to the gate, it opens from one world into the next world. So it moves, although this is V1, 1, this side is 6 and this side is 6. At the same time, the totality is opening the doorway from one world to the next. So you can actually do it this way. And now you have 9, 11. From 4, 5, 6, you have 9, 10, 11. 30 and 15 is 45. Lovejoy. Lovejoy is the gear right here. It says the numbers. Over here is where it runs. Over here is 1, 0, 1 minus and 0, 1 minus and 0. Or number 23 creates the 10, 10. Or number 56 creates the 13, 13, the AC energy that passes within these numbers. Is there anything else in here I want to talk about? Bélier. So let me go. Again, we take this and I look at this. This is a Hebrew letter. It's called Tzadi. I have to understand that a little bit more to see how it works when it starts to walk. We have 240 degrees. We have 360 degrees. 360 degrees is inside. 360 degrees times 4 is inside. 360 degrees times 9 is outside, because the 360 degrees outside runs for all outside. 3 joining hands. If I'm holding the hand here, if I'm holding this hand, okay, do you see this? Once I'm holding this and you're holding this, this automatically joins us. We're going to know whether we're holding each other once this one is there. Once this one is there, we know somebody holds this, or if we want to make it where 3 people, I hold your hand and the guy next to me. You hold the same guy next to me and my hand. So we're 3 people, we're always connected. That's your 360, and it's outside. Here's your inside, here's your 3 sides. Side here, and here's the center side right over here. Here's the center side, the side of the book. It's like an automatic. Over here, I just hold the one side. There's nobody at this side. This is a collective energy side. You both have your own side. The collective energy that comes back is through here. I shoot it out. You grab it through here, and then it goes back into here, and then back to me, either on the outside, and you get it up here, the energy goes back here, you breathe in and out, the inflowing, the outflowing of energies, the inflowing of information, the high and the low blood pressure. The number 3, here's your 360. Here's 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. That's only 3 corners. Here's another pyramid, 1 corner, 1 corner, 1 corner. That's only 3 corners. You have 6 corners with a cube. You only need 4, because when you put these two together, you end up with 4. But you put this ring through it. You connect to this ring here, and I connect to this ring here. And now we've got 3 and 3, we've got 6 corners instead of having 4 corners. So now that you have 6 corners, and you have the bump in the center, you now create your mug and doved, your 6-point star, and your bird, because we need the here's the center, okay? Nobody can touch this. This is in the center. Nobody can touch this. Now you can hold on to here, and I can hold on to here while we got this in the center. Now we can't, now we're not, because we have to connect through the memory board. It's got to be transferred. I'm sending you all this information via code. Every word I just spoke for the last 45 minutes is all codes. Oh, you heard English. Oh, you did. Thank God for the computer system. Took that electricity, sent it through a wire. I mean, look at the size of this place. And all you heard is, hello. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. My mother and my father when I was a little boy. I was crossed, a little bit cross-eyed. I wasn't like my parents. I stood between them all my life. They gave me 2 choices all the time. I looked to my mother with one choice. I looked to my mother with the other choice. But have I ever reflected from below? I don't know. Bottoms up. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Here is your 9 card. Here is your 5 card. Here is a scissors. I am going to cut this card up. Okay, I'm going to cut this card up. And we're going to do this. I know you can't see this side because otherwise I won't be able to do it. Holy crap! I cut out a cactus. Golly gee, I cut out a cactus. I cut out 4. I love. Look, I love. Is that what a love is? Look. I just put a mask on him. Where's the 5? Oh my God, it's the same card. It's the same card. That's why 5 and 9 go together. I left 4 out. How about this one? Look at that. I got a 9 card right here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You don't mind giving me like 10 seconds just to hang in there. That's what they said, yes. Hang in there. There you go. Huh? I got 9, huh? I got 9. But wait a second. Wait a second. That's what I got. I don't even need that other one. What letter is that? I got a 5. Started out with a 9. I got 55. In a 9, I got 55. In a 10, I got 55. In the 10, I got the north and the south 55. But in a 9, I've got the heart of 95. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. It all ties down to numbers. There was one last number that I want to talk about before I go. It's the time of 3:15. This is next month. May 5th of 2005 will reflect 3,652 days, 3652 on the 5th. That's what it'll represent. I talked to you about the 25th Stanley Cup. The 25th Stanley Cup connects the next hour, okay? But once you complete 25, you're going into the next season at 26. You start the season looking for 26. So the minute this one ends, we're actually on number 26, which says the Ace Cup, okay? Now, when the summertime comes and things melt and freeze and melt and freeze, it's the relationship inside the game of hockey, in where 20 minutes, 1 2-minute penalty in a period is 1/10 of your life. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, but your life actually starts only after the first second. So there is no minute inside a minute. Because by the time it starts, you can't go until it starts. And then you're beginning. You're beginning after the beginning. You have to wait for the beginning to begin. Thank you for watching. Won't come off.